Alrighty. Well, welcome back to another episode
of Lessons with Isaac and Liam.
Whoa. Thank you for being here again, our special guest. So today we're going to do a couple things. We are going to watch a YouTube video about embouchure. I actually looked at a bunch of these to see which one I liked best. I like this guy. We are going to learn a couple new fingerings for new notes.
Ooh,
and
nice.
then we're going to play a tune.
Oof, that's nice.
So I'm excited for today.
Same.
Let's start with the YouTube video.
This video is about the saxophone embouchure, which is everything that's going on with your mouth when playing the saxophone. Now, it's really important to get this right from the very beginning, as incorrect technique and bad habits can cause you some big problems and some long-term difficulties. So let's get to it. I'm going to demonstrate it first with just the mouthpiece on the neck. If you're a beginner, this is a great way to get started, just isolating, getting a good sound on the saxophone without the rest of the horn. If you haven't already done so, take 2 minutes right now and go watch my video about how to put a reed on the mouthpiece correctly. The link is on the screen. This is extremely important to do right before you get started. When we put the mouthpiece into our mouth, we're going to have our top teeth in contact with the top of the mouthpiece. Like that. This is going to anchor the mouthpiece to your body, to your head, and keep things from moving around. Now, you're going to want to put the mouthpiece into your mouth about to the point where the reed comes into contact with the rest of the mouthpiece. This is an approximation. There's room to take a little bit more or a little bit less. You have to experiment and find which position works best for you and gets you the best results. Your bottom lip is going to be between your bottom teeth and the reed. You're going to want it to act as a cushion for the reed to vibrate on. Now you're going to close your mouth around the mouthpiece, applying equal pressure from all sides, as though you were closing a drawstring bag. This is going to make your bottom lip very fleshy and bunched up, which is what we want. Now don't bite down too hard on the reed. You only want to apply firm pressure equally from all sides, but especially concentrate on bringing the corners of your mouth in. Now we're going to go ahead and play a note. Take a deep breath in and blow a steady stream of air, pushing from your diaphragm, all the while keeping the steady and constant pressure from all sides of your mouth. Play that note.
Awesome. Okay, now it's our turn.
All right, so
I'm going to let you put together the mouthpiece and the neck.
All right. So I think the first main business is the mouthpiece.
I'm going to try my best not to help.
All right. We got a reed in here. Right there. All right, so I'll put a reed in first.
What do you do to the reed first?
Gotta wet it.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see if that's good enough. All right, and then we gotta take this part and we're gonna slide it in just like that. We want that to be.
So is the ligature facing the correct way?
I think it should be this way.
Yep, there you go.
So it's just going to slide in there. Oh, it's going to be resting on top. There we go. This is loosen that a little bit more. Oops. Let's see. There we go. All right, so we want the black to be peeking out over the reed a little bit, like a hair.
There. Yep.
Really small. How's that look?
That looks good.
All right.
I like how much you've retained since last time.
I like to learn new things. So, like, does tightening this part ever like alter the location of the reed? Do you have to like readjust it sometimes?
On some of them, that one shouldn't because of the material it's made out of.
All right. So,
But you do have to be careful of it shifting around.
yeah, I think that looks like it's in line.
See?
Yeah.
Yep. And I always check to make sure that this isn't too far over. Like
yeah,
the alignment
like
that way.
line. I see. All right, so we're gonna put that right there. Get out our neck joint,
Mm-hmm. Neck piece.
neck piece.
Neck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's put that on about there. There. Sure that's in 2. All right, now.
Not the whole thing yet.
Oh,
we're gonna copy what he did.
Oh, okay. Oh,
so talk me through what he was saying and what stuck out to you on the video.
All right, so he was talking about really like how it has to be equal pressure from all sides, and that the teeth like they're not biting, they're just like applying pressure, and it's really important that you're focusing on bringing the sides of your lips in, and I think that's my biggest issue. And also, your bottom lip is supposed to act as a cushion for the reed to vibrate on.
Is there anything out of those, or anything from the video that you didn't realize before?
I think him saying that the reed vibrates on like against your bottom lip kind of gave me an insight into the physics of the instrument. Like, is it like the reed vibrating against the mouthpiece that makes the noise, or
well, it's the reed vibrating?
Yeah, just the reed vibrating. Yeah. So, yeah, that's something I didn't really. I mean, I might have thought about it, but I definitely put it in a clearer perspective.
Yeah, it would make sense. It would make sense that it's the reed vibrating against the mouthpiece and within your mouth as like a chamber.
Yeah. All right. And also, he was like saying how your lips should kind of make contact where the reed touches where the mouthpiece and the reed come together.
Yeah.
And that's a good reference. Because I think maybe I wasn't put my mouth in far enough as I needed to, but we'll see.
The one thing I didn't like was how much he didn't tuck his lip. He didn't really. I mean, yeah, he did tuck it a little bit with the drawstring idea, but he didn't. He kept it a little bit more forward.
I see. All right.
Now let's see if you can make a sound. Yep, made a sound. How dry is the mouthpiece?
Not as wet. It's not dry, but I think it should be wetter.
Okay.
I think that's how.
Now let's try that again. Take a nice deep low breath.
And it comes from the diaphragm. Also, something he said.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was better than
really nice and sustained.
Yeah.
Now I kind of want you to try moving in and out slightly where it sits to see if that changes the attack.
All right.
And when you start, place, this is called the blade of your tongue. Place the blade of your tongue right here and go ta.
Ta. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let me experiment with
Yeah.
So I was further out that time, like towards the end.
Do you hear the sound changes?
Yeah. I think where I had it the first time was the best.
Yeah, you definitely had it at the right spot. But it's always good to check and see if there's a better placement. Okay, now, let's see. Okay, load, por favor. Now we're going to put the saxophone completely together.
Nice. All right, so let's set this down right there. All right, do this relatively quickly. So I'm just gonna rest this on my knees. Time being, then this part goes in like that. The bell should be facing a little bit to the right. Oh, does this need to be loosened?
It's loose enough, just, yeah.
Oh, I see.
Straight down.
All right, there we go. All right. And we want this kind of perfectly centered with us, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. My read. Okay, there we go. I'm going to tighten that down.
You don't have to tighten it too much so that when you get set, you can readjust.
Oh, wait. Is this? Yeah, that's right?
Because it's gonna actually do that slightly.
I see. All right. So
yeah, you can tighten it down a little bit more.
All right. I think that's good.
And then when you set, if you sit back and set up.
Yep.
Oh.
All right.
Yep.
Cool.
Now we're gonna go over the fingerings that we've already learned.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think you remember them?
I think I might need a refresher.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
So a C. Do you think you got that one?
Would that be a?
Let's go for a G first.
I think would that be.
So G has 3 fingers down.
All right, so yeah,
It's this one here. These buttons get a little bit confusing. That one for the pointer finger.
all right,
This one over here.
okay,
This one.
Okay.
And then this one down there.
all right, okay.
Yep. There you
That's
go.
a G.
That's a G with
Right.
3 fingers down on the left hand.
Should I try and play it?
Well, not yet. We'll
Okay,
just
okay.
review and then we'll play
Right,
through.
so that's the G,
That's a G.
and then the C. It's 1 finger, right?
Mm-hmm. Which one? That one. Yep.
Mhm.
What about a B?
Is that also 1 finger?
It is 1 finger.
Alright.
Yep. There you go.
Yeah.
And then A.
Also 1 finger.
Mm-hmm.
No, 2.
2 fingers. Yes.
Here.
So 2 fingers down, and right there. Well, no, you're right. You're right. Like that.
Okay. So it's 1 and 2 down.
And relax your hand, because you kind of have it tense, and your
Yeah.
fingers are like that. You look like you're about to play guitar.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can have them nice and round, and just set nice and gently on the buttons. That's down. Yep.
Yeah.
That one always is confusing.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay.
And then, so let's go through it like half a scale. So it's G,
Which was
3 down.
that one?
Yeah, all 3 down.
Oh, all 3. Yes.
And then A,
A was.
you remove
this.
1. Yep.
And
But
then-
don't pull your finger away that far.
Yeah.
There you go. And then B is.
B is.
It's 1 finger. You have that right. Yep.
All right. So
And then C,
C is.
just middle finger. Yep. So kind of, if you think about it, goes up a little bit like guitar, but backwards.
Okay.
So G, A, B, then C.
So G, A, B.
Nope.
G,
G is all 3.
G,
Mhm.
then A,
Nope.
A,
Yes.
then B.
B is just the top one.
Oh,
Pointer
B.
finger. There you go.
All right. Let me start from the beginning.
Yeah.
So it's G,
Nice and slowly. G is
A.
all 3.
A,
Then you move up.
A,
Mm-hmm.
and then B,
Mm-hmm.
and then C.
Yep.
All right.
Now back down. C,
So C's there.
and then B,
B,
A.
and A, and G.
Yep.
All right.
Now let's try and play some of those.
All right. So you want me to
Start with the G.
Right. Hold up. Hold up.
I think let's move this down here.
Down here.
Yep.
Excuse me. I'm sorry.
No, don't apologize.
Well, that.
That's a G, but the octave.
Yeah, the octave is down.
That's why it's so hard, because it's taking a lot of air to do that. Let's start with a C first.
All right. Yeah.
helps.
That
Now
helps.
go down to B, which is just first finger.
Yep.
Do you hear all the air escaping?
Mhm.
It's kind of because you're too tense around your face.
All right.
So remember the drawstring idea,
Yeah.
where it's evenly just connected?
Mm. Hold on.
You're good. Mm-hmm. Now try A.
Is that
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and keep playing. So now we went through all of those. You have a lot of air escaping through the reed.
Yeah. So my corners of my mouth probably need to.
Well, if it was escaping through the sides, I would have felt it.
Oh, okay.
It's actually
I
being
see.
produced, so the reed's not vibrating well enough. Let's go wet the mouthpiece.
All right.
So yeah, you can take that out.
All right. Let's see.
Mm-hmm. I'll take this and take that to the
Water fountain.
water fountain. Yep, the whole thing.
Just wet the whole thing.
Well, pull out
Pull out
the
the
reed.
reed.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Is that an American citizen I hear laughing?
Oh yeah, I can see whatever I want now. I can see anything I want now. And we can show you now. Say whatever you want. You don't even pick me over my country.
All right.
I believe it's silk. Let me just put this back in. This isn't too hard now, doing this whole thing.
Yeah. Now that you have the feel for it.
Yeah. Just like kind of getting it. Come on. I'm trying here. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Boom. Alright. There you go. Let's try that. Here we go. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do the chair. Alright, let's put this back in. Alright. Let's try this again. Down here more. And then, which one do you want me to play?
Do B.
So B is
One finger.
one finger.
Mm-hmm.
Big difference.
Big difference. Now go up to C, which
So,
is just middle finger.
Yep.
Now we're going to do another, I'm going to introduce you to another
Nice.
one. So 1, 2, 3 down. And then on this hand, 1, 2, 3 down.
So right there.
Yep. Yeah, it's less confusing down
Yeah, it seems so.
because there's less buttons. But yeah. So now, and we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. This one's interesting. It has the octave key. So you just slide your finger up and press it on that.
Oh, wow.
Yep, that's a D.
Yeah, okay.
And then you take off your ring finger on your right hand.
So.
And this is an E. Yep.
Cool.
So now you know G, A, B, C, D, and E.
Indeed.
So what we're going to do, we're going to play a tune.
Oh, nice. Nice.
So let's start.
Could you zoom in on that a little bit, maybe?
Hmm?
Could you zoom in on that?
Zoom in. Let's see if I
Yeah.
can.
maybe Control Plus.
Oh,
That's perfect. Right there.
ta-da! That was an accident.
All right.
Okay, so we're gonna start here.
Uh-huh.
I didn't do that.
Ooh, okay.
There we go. We're gonna start right here.
So that's a G.
So yeah, that's a G, and then what does it go to?
It goes to a C. So the G is
So-
all three.
It's all three, and then
Then middle.
instead of taking all your fingers off and then adding one, you just have to take these two off.
All right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And now, what I really want you to pay attention to is over here. Where is it? Oh, that's later on. That's earlier on.
All right.
Okay, so right here. So I'm gonna count you off. It's gonna be nice and slow.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't sustain it as long as that's fine. We'll just
Alright.
try and stay in tempo as best we
Mhm.
can. 1, 2, 3. G, C, 3, A.
A is 2.
Yeah,
Right.
your finger was a little bit off. And then D, the new one. Yep. Now to B, which is just 1. Ta, middle. D.
Or.
E.
And that was. Which one was E?
Just one finger off. Yeah. Back to G. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, wait.
No, you're good. Yeah, your fingers off of that.
I think I had fingers down here that I wasn't
Oh,
supposed
okay,
to have.
yeah, just
Yep.
these three
Yep.
for G.
Oh, yeah.
So it repeats back to this.
Uh-huh.
So let's go back through.
All right. So let's start with G.
Trying to think of how you can help your air support and make the reed vibrate better. So the best I can think is to actually tighten this on. Tighten. Are your teeth on the top?
Yeah.
Okay. And is it moving around in your mouth?
A little bit, yeah.
So it can move, but
Try and be more stable, do you think? All
Yeah.
around. All right. Take a deep breath, too. Tension isn't good. All right.
so let's start here.
Mhm.
It's the same as up
All
there.
right. All right.
1, 2, 3. C. 2, 3. Breathe. A.
Is
Yeah, we have a lot of air support. Think of warmer, deeper breath. So like when your air is coming out, think.
yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Make sense?
Yeah. There we go.
Let's start on B.
All right.
Again, and we'll work our way down to G to feel it. Okay.
Okay.
So start with a B, one finger, pointer finger. How does when the sound happens, how does that feel different than when it is not happening?
It just feels like the air is going through the instrument more. It's not leaking.
How do you change anything to cause that?
I think it's just centering my airflow.
Okay.
Like I feel like I need to come from the front of my mouth. The air needs to I don't know. The pressure has to come from the front muscles of my mouth rather than the back.
Try that right off the bat. You can hear it. It like started and then faded away and then brought it back in. Now go down to A. Just down here. Yep. So what changes with that?
I think there I kind of noticed a fluctuation when I that was more of a pressure issue with my mouth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Less pressure helps it go down or more?
I think more.
Try it. See, that's...
I'm getting that high A. Yeah.
You got it, though.
It's a lot of air escaping.
Yeah. So try B, A, G.
Okay, so
Just
B,
boom, boom,
A,
boom.
G.
Just B, A, G.
Yeah.
Sit on that G and feel how it feels in your mouth.
Okay. I had it. I don't know.
You did. What changed in the sensation?
I think when you're higher in pitch, it's more of a streamlined airflow. But when you're lower in pitch, it feels more like the airflow thickens. If that makes any sense, you know what I mean?
No, it makes complete sense. Now let's actually try this.
All right.
Do the fingering for an E.
So that is everything on.
And this time we're going to ignore the octave key.
All right.
And think a low note. Like this is a low note. So remember what you were saying about the thick air?
Yeah.
Try that. Yeah. That was a nice solid sound.
Yeah.
Now go back up to the G with that thick air.
So the G is right.
1, 2, 3. Yep.
Oh, that was octaving.
Yep.
That one wasn't good.
Go back to the E. Or the yeah. Did you do 3 fingers on the right hand or 2?
2.
Okay. Yeah. That's the clearest sound that you've gotten out of the instrument.
Yeah, I was really focusing on creating the feel that time, I feel like.
Now try lift off one finger. We're gonna do this. I wasn't planning on this. This is an F. No, it's all good.
All right.
Now play the F. And then once you get sound out and going solidly, lift off and play the G. Yep. You hear how the sound is more consistent?
Yeah.
And less airy?
Yeah, and I think now that I'm from that, I think it's just having consistent pressure.
It's hard.
It's like a mixture of airflow and pressure. And I think I got the airflow thing down. I'm taking the right kind of, I'm feeding it the right kind of air, but now it's the pressure, I feel like, is what's hard.
Yeah. Okay, now let's try this.
Yes.
Let's go up to the beginning.
All right.
And, actually, we're out of time.
Well, you have another lesson. So.
Yep, it's okay. We got to work on what we needed to.
Yeah, I learned new notes.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
So thank you for coming and playing.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Appreciate it.